name is Srilekha and we are from FirstSource. And my team is having 4 members. Along with me, Sadia, Abhishek, and Dharani. I guess even they are trying to join for this. I'm not sure whether they joined or not. Okay, let's start with the conversations. We are working as a RPA developers in FirstSource, and I'm the AM. And Sadia is one of the developer in our team. Okay, here we just want to explain the risk assessment monitoring process. Normally, in general terms, if you are telling about risk, means the name itself is indicating that it is going to indicate something which is dangerous or which is going something like you are going to face some kind of hurdle in that way. Correct? The same way in our digital era, we'll be having so many risks and we have to monitor and we have to give some fixes for that in that way, I can tell. And here in risk management or risk monitoring process, what we are mainly focusing is which kind of risk we may get in organization perspective, or if you are talking about any risk for one company, in which way or how you are going to categorize your risk. Is that based on services or is that based on the location? Here we are mainly focusing on 2 types of risks. Those are like location based and supplier based. If you're talking about location based, where you have been placed your organization, that will be comes under the location based. For few things, it will be like if you place some company which is very like you'll not be having any resources or you'll not be having proper technology can be used, signals network, something where you cannot afford your money or investment in that kind of areas. If you started your organizations, you have to think multiple times, you have to analyze, then you have to go for the location based organization establishment. If you are talking something which is supplier based, means it is mainly about which kind of services you are having. Not only you, whatever the company or organization you are taking as you're trying to analyze that company's organization's services or suppliers, we have to think multiple factors when we are trying to analyze it. Those are nothing but the financial factors or solution or operational factors or client based or people based or GRC. GRC is nothing but the governance, regular compliance issues, or is there anything like rules and regulations factors is being involved or it is involved in any kind of illegal activities, the company. These under we'll try to analyze it. For example, one of the company or one of the organization approached us to analyze their company's risk analysis or risk assessment score. At that time, what we will be considering is these are the factors we'll mainly focusing on. The particular organization or firm financial condition is what? Is that stabilized? How we are going to tell whether the company is stabilized or not? What is the investment they have taken for the particular company establishment or organization establishment? After that, we will be checking which kind of solution they'll be providing. For example, any of the companies approached them. Sadia, can you go to the 4th one itself?
Yeah, sure.
There, for example, I'm the organization owner and I started my organization. I wanted some of the projects, so I have to attract them with my solutions. First, I did something on my own, like I have to showcase or I have to advertise myself. These are the kind of solutions we will be providing. Based on that, only the other companies will try to establish a relationship with my company. So which other companies, if like third party or we only establishing or we only trying to build one tool, right? At that time, we will try to analyze which kind of solutions they'll be providing. Is that good manner or which will give accurate results for us, or you can go for the betterment. In that way, we'll analyze and we'll go with the solution first. And after that, we will check for the client based. Which are the clients are involved in that particular organization's relationships. For example, if you are talking about any organizations cannot run by its own or alone, correct? It will be having multiple contacts when they are going to establish any of the organization or when they are going to provide some solutions to any of the organizations. There should be some contacts or there should be some client-based or service-based relationship in between the organizations. For example, if you are talking about FirstSource itself, we'll be having multiple clients. How we will be getting multiple clients? Based on our solution or based on our financial condition, or how we are communicating with the client and which kind of solutions we have been provided to other clients. Once we have been provided one solution to one company, they may share their feedback to other companies as well and they can refer us. Correct? So that kind of factors under we will try to analyze here. And after that, we will check with the people, how many people are involved in our organization, not only in one organizations, whatever the organization we have taken for monitoring or risk analysis assessment monitoring process, that company's client number we will be checking, and number of employees involved in that particular organizations will take that count as well. And after that, we will check with the, is there any compliance issues or not. If we don't have any, then we'll check with the rules and regulations. Are the company following correct rules and regulations? Are they paying their taxes properly? Are they paying anything like penalty information or taxes? After that, we will check, is there anything cases or lawsuit is running in that particular company. These and all we consider when we are trying to analyze supplier-based risk assessment. Yeah. Once we found some information related to the company, we will try to manage that risk based on the mentioned factors. We'll try to identify all third-party vendors and their contact informations. After that, we'll try to gather informations like, is there any own risk management things, or how can we analyze the particular nth party vendor solutions. See, for example, one organization if you have taken, right, it will be having multiple services or it will be having multiple client-based relationships. If any one organization miss their contact, if they are ending their agreement with the particular company, is there anything which will go fall, or is there anything we may get benefited, or other company may get benefited? Are they going to cheat us? In that way, we'll try to analyze and we can give proper, I mean, we have to take proper step at that time itself. If you're not monitoring that process and suddenly they did something or they cheated us, at that time you can't go and give fix for it at fortnight, right? So we have to be having like continuous monitoring, and we have to analyze the situations, and we have to take correct decisions at right time and plan how can mitigate the potential damage as a result of failure of your nth party vendor. See, for example, we lost something with one client. When we have like multiple client based services, right, one of the company cheated us. But if you have the potential to manage or recover that kind of errors or that kind of failures, you have to analyze that factor. See, if you have like 10 client relationships or 10 clients services, one of the company cheated, the 9 companies are very good at position. Will they help us? You have to think that things, and you have to take the right decisions at right time. And if you wanted to do this kind of informations, you have to choose the correct tool to analyze the information, and you have to select it. And if you wanna improve yourself, or you wanna increase the company profit and all, you have to appreciate your clients' efforts and all, and you have to give some small kind of appreciations for them. In that way, you have to celebrate each and every small wins. In that way, it has, and it should not stop at one time. It has to be a continuous process. Then only we can able to manage these risks. Yeah. And few of the examples. See, if you are talking about cyber security, right? When you are talking about risk assessment, even cyber security also will be one of the factors for it, because whatever we are working, right, it is on only on digital platforms. It is kind of digital era, and we are working with all the things which is in the internet or web based. So if you are like a little bit negligible or unaware of the things, then other party or other hacker can hack your information, and you may lose your clients, and you may lose your confidence, and it will go for your company's downfall. So you have to be clear with that information as well. And how we are going to provide our information? See, here it comes for the automation anywhere. Not only automation anywhere, here it comes for the RPA. Whatever the things we have been captured, whatever the things we have discussed till now, right? Here what we are going to do is, for everything, for risk assessment is very big factor, I can tell, because based on this information, or based on these things only, we are going to improve our organization's development. Or if you are wanted to take some right decisions at right time, this will help us. But each and every company may not have that much time to spend and gather the information and track or monitor the information of particular organizations and services. So obviously they'll go and approach the third parties to do this work, and they have to afford much amount for that. To do that, even third party will be getting beneficiated, and they'll be earning more in this. So to avoid that, and we are going to give profit to the organization, or you can use one of the tool like RPA tool. and you can do this analysis based on this robotic process automation tools, and it will automatically generate your reports, and it will give which kind of outcome you're going to give for the client, and how you're going to maintain or manage your risks, and how can you avoid your data damages, or how you're going to recover your failures. That and all can be possible by using RPA techniques, because here we will be using one tool and it will be continuously monitoring each and every day's activity, and it will give the results, or it will notify the particular organization's film owner, or whomever will be reporting, right? We will,
sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, sure, no issues.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. Like in the interest of the time, can we start looking at the demo?
Yeah, sure. What will happen is normally these things will be handled by third party, right? How they'll be receiving the information is they'll be receiving the input of data. Input will be containing like which are the companies wanted this risk assessment score, and how we are going to report to them, and that information they'll be provided there in the input sheet. They'll go through one by one, and they'll try to gather or try to capture all the information related to the company, and which kind of services they'll be providing. They'll check that information, and they'll capture that information, and they'll store into one kind of data storage. From there, they'll try to create one risk score analysis card, and they'll be providing that risk score card to the like reporting person. And based on that, they will provide some action items also, like if the risk is like very high, they have to take the action at fortnight or something. They will give that kind of suggestions as well in the risk card itself. And at present, I have taken like 4 companies' informations, and which will be freely available in Wikipedia. Normally, we will be having like third-party tools, plugins and all. We will be installing. That means it will allow us to capture the company's informations and all. But at present, we don't have that patent, so I'm not taking that and all, because it is like very confidential for each and every company, and we are not supposed to share any company's financial conditions and all. That's why we haven't taken that much in detail. Whatever can be showable, that we have taken, and which is publicly available in Wikipedia.
But just curious to understand, is this use case already implemented in your organization with access to all the confidential data? Is that how it is handled?
Actually, it is already implemented in some other organizations, not in our. We have taken their a few informations from them, and we started build it.
Okay.
Because that is, as I already mentioned, this like third-party companies will do this, right? One of my cousin, he is working in third-party company, and he has given this kind of information. So I started build tool, which will be helpful for them, right? In that way. Here we can think in 2 perspectives, business case wise. One is like you can use it for your own organization's risk analysis, and the other one is if you have the build of tool, you can sell it for cost to the third-party companies.
Okay.
And here, to compare these informations and all, we have used some dummy data, which is not the accurate number. And we are not supposed to take accurate numbers as well. That's why we have given some dummy data. Based on that, results will get populated.
And you have designed some kind of rules engine or
Yes.
something based on which it is identifying
Yes.
The performance?
Yes, correct. We have used kind of like search engine rules. And after that, whatever informations we will be receiving, right, we will try to find the profit margin of, or with the numbers what we received. Sometimes we'll try to find the net margin as well. And based on that, we have been analyzed. Normally, the factors what I discussed, right, like financial factors, and few will be like a number of employees involved in our organizations, and is there any cybersecurity crimes or breaches. We will be thinking, or we will be considering all the factors, and we will be maintaining one manual also for that. And based on that, we will be giving the informations. But here we are not supposed to take all the information and give some results. So we have used only financial status, and that too, whatever number we have given, that is not the accurate one. We have used some dummy data. Okay, let me show that results as well. Then you'll be having some clarity or clear picture on it. You want me to take through the code as well? Hello, am I audible?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
like let's start with the output. Maybe you can show us the output and like how we are arriving at the score, risk score for every company. So currently, I think you are capturing certain data based on the revenue and the net profit
Yes.
and the
Yes,
business
correct.
area, right? And maybe
Yes.
like you
See,
can
let me
us-
show this
Yeah.
Input file first. How
Yeah.
we will be receiving the input. See, these are company names, list of company names we'll be having. And one of the company approaching the third party, right? They'll be providing their company information along with the their company site information as well, like which site you have to go for it. Because sometimes we'll be having same company names, but we may get confused which one to choose and which one to gather the information. So in that cases, they'll be providing their website as well, company website. But for time being, confidential matter, I haven't used that. Instead, I have used only reporting to. Once we generated the scorecard, right, to whom we have to report this information, to whom we have to notify this information, that's where I have come up with this. Okay, this will be the format of input. Once we are done with this, we have to maintain some informations, which is, I mean, third party means you will be aware of, right? They'll be maintaining all the tracks of all the companies' informations, like they'll be trying monitoring all the companies' information because they'll be having patent. At present, we don't have, so that's why I have used some dummy data. These are the dummy data have been provided, but they'll be having the accurate information. I have taken only the net income and total of numbers, but we third party companies, they'll be maintaining like 8 to 10 factors to analyze this information. Clear? Can we go through the? Okay. And once we are done with this, when working files will get generated, it will try to extract the information of each and every companies. In this way, and we'll try to filter or we'll try to refine the information, and we'll take the information which we wanted to analyze. It will be there for all the companies, whatever we have been provided. It will be in the same format for all the companies. And once we are done with this, it will try to create the scorecards. If it is like profit, right, it will be showing the arrow in the upwards. If it is large, then it will be in the down arrow. If no risk means it will be in the green color. If some risk is there means it will automatically change the colors to other one. Let me show you how it will be. Now we have this much rate, right? Let me keep this as like 4.5. It is like last, right? Automatically it will get changed, and it will be in high risk. It will get changed. Clear?
So here you are calculating the risk based on the revenue comparison between current and last year.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and then like I mean, do you have plans to include like additional criterias? So here it's only
Yeah, we
based on-
have.
Okay.
We have plans. That's what I told, right? We'll be having like 8 to 10 factors to analyze this one, because none of the company will get concluded with only financial informations. We have so many factors to analyze companies' risks, because a few companies, they may not be strong enough only with the financial, but they'll be having good contacts with the companies, and they may get more projects based on that as well. So there are 8 to 9 factors to analyze these informations, and we have taken only income only because of the confidential factors.
Okay.
Do you have any other queries?
Arjun, like you can.
It'll be same for all. It'll get generated, and we will be notifying this information to the reporting person through mails. That's it.
Okay, fine. Yeah,
Sulika,
I'm
can we see the code once? We do not have much time, so
Yeah, sure.
just let's have
Sure,
a
sure.
quick glance
Thank
on
you.
the code.
Thank. Yeah.
Arjun, over to you on the code part. just a quick glance, and if you have any comments.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
And is this all in only one single bot, or have you modularized, or how is this handled?
At present, I've used only one because, as I told that we have taken only one factor as for analysis. If you are going with multiple, then it has to be multiple bots.
Okay.
If you see here, we are trying to analyze only for the one organizations. If you are talking about any company's risk assessment, it is not only with the particular companies, right? We will be checking how many companies are involved in this company, how many companies will be having the relationship with the same company. We have to analyze their company's status also, right? So at that time, it will be like multiple bots has to be there to calculate that information, and it will be providing to the main bot. From there, we will be displaying the scorecard. So at present, we have taken only one. That's why we haven't used those.
Okay. Can you show us like where it is picking up the data from Wikipedia, and is this even like?
If you allow me to explain the code, then I'll be more happy to explain from starting.
I think we probably have 60 seconds or so. You can do that within the time frame.
Okay, fine. Let's do one thing.
The important part of what it is picking up, and how can we see, the goal is like, if given the site, I understand the confidentiality and all, but currently it is picking up only from Wikipedia. So if I have to add couple of other websites from which the data has to be picked up, how is this bot ready to handle it?
That's what, if we are allow us to do that, like normally third party companies, they'll be having plugins to handle this one, and they'll be using that APIs as well. So we will be using most probably APIs or web services to interact with multiple, and it is going to give the information in the background, and whatever we are going to display, that information will be there in the main part, like front end.
Okay.
And here we are trying to interact with, here we are providing the URL, or like Wikipedia's URL. From there, we'll try to search the information. Once we search the information, we will be getting multiple informations there. There you have to find which table you wanted to extract. Sometimes it will be there in the normal paragraph itself. If we have like a few of the informations which will be in the table format, there we are trying to extract the information, and there will be having multiple factors like unrecognized manner or semi-structured pattern informations and all will be there. There you have to use some regular expressions to get the information what you are trying to get. And after that, what you have to do is you have to perform some calculations as well to find the percentage or to find the profit or loss. So we will be getting the numbers from there. And after that, here you are trying to find the how much percentage you wanted to get for that. See here, you first need to find the difference from previous to this year. Okay, after finding the difference, you have to find the percentage. You can able to see here, right, what I'm trying to do? Yeah. Here we will be performing this operation. If you are receiving any negative value here itself, then it is like loss, and you have to take the action at fortnight. Clear?
Yes, thank you so much, Srilekha. I guess we got pretty good gist of the use case. That's a good use case, I would say. Thank you so much for your time. We will get back to you with the feedback when we have it, and once we collate everything. So the results will be out on 7th. So till then, thank you so much for participating, and all the best.
Thank you everyone.
Arjun, Narasimha, thank you so much, and thank you all the participants for joining in, and we will connect with you later to discuss on the outcome. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thank you, RPA Cult team, for hosting this, and all the best to all the participants. Great job, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Arjun and Narasimhan and everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone.
And one suggestion to everyone is like, don't just stop with this hackathon. So try to improve your solution and try to add more capabilities to your solution and expand your solution. Because you would have spent so much of time to come up with the solution, right? So don't just stop with this. So try to enhance it further.